Ready?
And
What was it?
This was one of the happiest moments of my life, and I ruined it. But before I get into it, if you're not subscribed, I messed that up. Please subscribe. If you are subscribed, share this with a couple of your friends because this story gets a little crazy. So, let me explain to you all before we get into the actual story why I wanted a piercing. When I was 10 years old, I got the access to the internet through my mom's phone. I wasn't allowed to have a phone. I didn't get one until I was in like 7th grade, which is chill. But I was able to use my mom's phone, and she had dyed hair, but I wanted to see different stuff because I was like, I want dyed hair, but not the way that my mom has it. So I looked up dyed hair pics, and this is when I came across the beautiful pictures of Scene Girls, and I was just so amazed. I mean, they had the hair color, they had the volume, they had the cool rat tail, like the rat, or raccoon hair dyed bullshit strands. They had the piercings, they had the makeup. I wanted to be that so bad, and I couldn't, right? I could get the haircut, but I couldn't get my hair dyed, and I couldn't get a piercing, definitely. And so little by little I got over the scene phase, but I still wanted to dye my hair, and obviously, as you can see now and through a lot of my videos on my channel, I like to dye my hair a fucking lot. But I still didn't get a piercing. One, mainly because when I did have the money to get a piercing, COVID happened. But last year, on my 17th birthday, I got enough money to get a tattoo if I wanted one because I knew some cheap people. I could get a piercing and I can get gauges. And I wanted to get those 3 things. Those were my goal. I was like, I'm 17, I want to start living life, right? But then COVID hit. And I saved my money, and I saved it, and the more that I saved it, the more that we got put in lockdown. And so I spent my money, and I ran out of it. And then my 18th birthday came, and I had enough for a piercing. Because I started getting more into the YouTube stuff, was spending my money on YouTube things, stuff like that. I started putting my money towards priorities over things that I wanted. These are kind of still things that I wanted, more priorities in this, right? And so I was able to get a piercing. And so I waited. I was like, I'm probably not going to get a piercing. There's definitely no way. I might as well just spend the money that I have, right? And so I spent a little bit of it, but I still had a little bit more to be able to afford one. And then I met up with this friend, and she was like, I could get you, I can go help you get your nose pierced. I know a piercer. And so I was like, dope. And so we set up the appointment, and the date for me to go get my piercing was May 5th. And when the day came, I was so excited. I mean, I was just I was talking about it 24/7. I woke up and I told my sister, today is the day I get my piercing. I recorded an intro for a vlog I was gonna have for this. Good morning, everybody. Today is a day that I have been waiting for I want to say about 10 to 5 years. Today's my 5th. And after school today, I still have school. After school today, I'm going to be going with my friend, and we are going to she's going to be taking me to go get my septum pierced. If you don't know what a septum is, it's this one right here. So I'm going to look like a literal bull by the end of this video. And I am extremely excited. I am so excited. Obviously, I have school and shit, but after school, it's going down. And I'm so happy. I've been waiting for this day for ever. And even when we scheduled this appointment, I was just I'm so excited. I went downstairs that morning. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna go get my nose pierced today. She was like, good luck. Right after school, I recorded being like, hi guys, just got out of school, gonna go pick up my friend, and then we're gonna go get my piercing. And I was so excited.
What?
And so I picked up my friend, and we went. And I know what you're thinking. Well, Liberty, you got your nose pierced. We can see it. So what happened? Well, let me explain, right? So we go to the piercer. She pierces my nose. It hurt, but I was fine, right? I was it felt like someone pinched my nose really hard, and then it was fine after that. I mean, obviously it hurt. It felt like a paper cut, but it wasn't that bad. It was quick and easy. And I was like, this is great. My friend got her industrial pierced. I think that's what this is called. I'm not too sure. But she got that pierced, and then we were off. I dropped her off. I went home. It was chill, right? And then I had to clean my nose. And so I didn't know this, but in the directions, it doesn't really say take out your piercing. It's just in the directions that the piercer gave me. It didn't say take out your piercing. It just said clean around it. But when I thought that they meant piercing, I thought they meant like the actual like pierced part. I didn't think they meant the ring. And so I thought to be sanitary, I had to take out the ring. Now here's what's a little bit confusing, because it's even confusing for me and I did it, but I knew that if I pulled out the piercing, I had to put it in quickly because I knew the hole would close because it was fresh. It didn't come to mind that if I knew that the piercing would heal quickly if I pulled the ring out, and probably shouldn't pull the ring out. It didn't like correlate. So I was like, what I need to do is pull it out, clean it real quick, put it back in. Well, that's what I did, right? And let me tell you, if you're not that knowledgeable about piercings like I wasn't, you're not supposed to do that. You're kind of just supposed to like lift the piercing, clean around it, do that, let it chill. Probably don't pull it out for a couple of months so that your nose actually heals nicely. But I didn't know that. So I took the piercing out, I got the little saltine water mix that I made, and I started cleaning my nose. And that thing just kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and I think I went through about like 20 Q-tips both sides before it stopped bleeding. And then I was like, okay, well it stopped bleeding, it's clean now. And I had to put the piercing back in, right? And so I sat there and I started getting really lightheaded, and I realized I was getting pale, a little bit yellow more. But I was like, it's probably just because of the blood. Like, it's fine. Because I've gotten my blood taken out and I get really wheezy from it. It's not like I faint or anything. But I get really lightheaded. And so I was like, it's probably just from me cleaning out my nose so much with all the blood. And so I'm trying to put the piercing back in and it's just not working. And I'm pushing and pushing and it's just not working. So I try the other side and I'm pushing and I'm pushing and it's just not working. And at this point, I'm getting like heat waves. I'm about to pass out. I keep jumping from my bed to my nightstand because they're right next to each other, because I faint a lot when I get heat waves, specifically when I'm sick. And so I knew when I was getting those heat waves that I was going to pass out. So I laid down, because if I'm gonna pass out, might as well pass out on my bed where I'm safe, rather than trying to run to my restroom or go somewhere, like walk around and try to put the piercing in and then me fall and faint and hit my head or some bullshit. But I was getting really, really, really fucking, I guess, sick, but it was more like me being pale, me passing out. So I kept laying back down on my bed, trying to relax. I'd relax, the heat wave would go away, I'd go back and try to force it back in. It just wasn't working. And at this point, I was freaking the fuck out. So the most knowledgeable thing that I could do, which wasn't really knowledgeable because I was passing out, but I think it was the right thing to do, was to, just suck it up, go downstairs and tell my parents. The reason I say this isn't knowledgeable is because, one, I live in an apartment, which means we have stairs going down. If I pass out going down the stairs, I'm definitely gonna get a concussion. Same thing with walking to my parents' bedroom, because that's where they were. Their bedroom's like all the way on the other side of where the apartment stairs are. Definitely could pass out at any of that time. But I was like, just get to my parents and tell them, yo, I fucked up, because I knew that I fucked up. And so I go to my parents, like side of the like their room, because they have like a little outside thing outside their room. So I go to the outside part and I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm supposed to pull this out, but I pulled it out and now I'm really lightheaded and it won't go back in, right? And so my mom, she's pierced like her lip before. She's done it herself. She's not a piercer, but she's done it. And we have a bunch of family members who have had piercings, and so she knows, and she's like, why the fuck did you pull it out? And I was like, I do not know. I just thought I was supposed to clean it. She was like, yeah, clean around it. Again, I wasn't thinking. And so then they're like, you need to put that in before it closes. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, I already think that it has. But let's fucking try it, because I don't want to spend more money than I already have. Right. So there I am. My parents are trying to force the thing in my nose. It's not working. They make me lay down on their bed because I'm still getting really yellow. So then my dad tries putting it in, and he's pushing and he's pushing, and then I'm like, I can feel it fucking hitting my cartilage. And then they're like, well, I think the cartilage has already healed then. So they try the other side just in case, because like I said, I don't want to waste my fucking money that I already have. And so They keep trying. My mom gives up. My mom's really, really, really bad with blood and like gross stuff. And so she couldn't do it, even though she was probably the more like knowledgeable about it. She couldn't really do it because anytime she looked at my nose, one, I had mocos in there. Two, I had blood everywhere. She was just like, ugh, ugh. Also, sorry to anyone who gags from like gag noises, but that's how she was. And so my dad had to do it, and my sister was holding the phone. We have pictures of my nose, but I'm not gonna put them on here because, like I said, they're kind of gross. She just took them more from me because I was like, take a picture of my nose, please do it. And so we kept trying, and it just wasn't working, and I was still getting really, really pale. My mom kept noticing it, and she was like, you look really yellow, and I was like, I know, it's because like my body's just not doing well with this. And so at this point, I'm really pissed off. Like, I'm really pissed off at myself because I pulled the piercing out and I was like, I was a dumbass. I should have just asked before I cleaned it, blah, 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 this and that. Obviously, afterwards, my mom was having a talk with me. She was like, it's not really your fault. You were unknowledgeable. Yeah, you did a dumb mistake by not asking, but still, you didn't know. It's not really your fault. But at the time, I was pissed. So my dad was like, I can't put it in. I think it's closed. So I take the stupid ring and I tried pushing it in inside of their restroom because they have their own restroom. And it's just not working. So then my dad's like, well, there's better light in here. Let me try it in here. So then I'm sitting on the toilet like this, and my dad's just pushing it in, and then I can't breathe because I'm like this, right? And I'm also getting heat waves, so it's really hard for me to breathe. Along with that, I have lung problems. Technically, I don't have asthma anymore, but I have very weak lungs. Don't really know what that means, but that's what the doctor said. And so I start hyperventilating, and I had to like sit down. I was like, I can't do this. I started like breathing and making sure that I was okay. And then after that, I was like, forget it. And so my parents offered to pay for the next piercing. I had texted the piercer that night being like, hey, I fucked up. What the hell do I do? Can I go get it pierced again soon, or do I wait? Because my mom said she's probably gonna tell you to wait 2 weeks. The piercer texted, wait about 2 weeks, and she was like, it's chill, just come text me whenever you're done, or whenever it's healed, let me know how it goes. And then in about 2 weeks, set up an appointment. So I wait willingly for 2 weeks. I'm cleaning that shit. I'm making sure nothing's wrong. I'm making sure that it's healing nicely and that it's not super sore. Obviously it's still gonna be sore because of the scarring tissue, but I was just making sure that it wasn't getting infected and that I was able to go back within 2 weeks to go get it pierced. So 2 weeks passed. I got over the piercing thing. I mean, let me tell you, I was pissed off for about 3 days. Like 3 days, people would talk to me and I was just like, leave me the hell alone because I am in a pissy mood. And so then I calmed down. 2 weeks passed. I set up an appointment, or I had my friend set up an appointment as well because she was supposed to go with me. She didn't, but it's chill. She set up the appointment. I was ready. But the problem was, this time the appointment was at 4:30, right? And I get out of school at 4:15. Now, if she lived close to the school that I was at, it probably would have been fine. But she lived like 20 minutes away. So luckily, my last period teacher that I had that day was really, really chill. And because I've done work in her class and I usually stay in her class, she let me go. She wrote me a note. I walked out. I thought I was gonna get caught. Weirdly, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest, I thought leaving the school was gonna be a lot more difficult than it was. Like, I just walked out of the school like nothing, which I've never done because I'm a good kid. So I was like, oh, like there's gonna be a security guard trying to come get me. But nope, just me. So then I'm driving to the piercer thing. I get there at 4:30. I sit down. She pierces my nose. Let me tell you that this shit fucking hurt. My nose is bleeding out a little, but I just got my piercing re-pierced. Let me tell you, it hurt more the second time than it did the first, which makes sense because of like the tissue buildup and stuff, which is what my piercer was telling me. But oh my god, it fucking hurts. It like I wanna, but it's fine, and I look cool now, and I'm happy. It literally took 5 seconds, but like it hurt so bad, like I wanted to like scream. But I'm okay. Now I'm going home, and when I go clean it, because like it hurts so bad and it's bleeding a lot, and I want to like clean it and make sure that it's okay. Once I clean it, I'm gonna make sure I don't fuck it up. I'm not gonna take it out. I already asked her like how long should I keep it in there. She said a few months. So yeah, but I'm cool again. I didn't think it was gonna hurt that bad because, like I said, the first time it just felt like a paper cut. The second time I was driving home in silence. Obviously I had the music playing, but I was just there like just get home. Just get home. Because I was in so much pain. I couldn't, like, I was like, there would be points where the music would stop and I just like, and like scream and stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm pretty chill right now. Yeah, it hurt a lot more than like the second time. And that was about a week ago. So I got my nose re-pierced about a week ago. It still has a little bit of scabbing right here, and that's mainly just because I'm not hydrating it enough, which I need to go do that. So that was my experience with my nose getting pierced, and that's how I kind of fucked up my happiest moment of my life. But again, I went and got it pierced again, so that's really all that matters. I'm gonna close this video off with showing you how I cleaned it the second time. And this was like right after I got it pierced, so I'm still complaining about it hurting and stuff, so you're probably gonna hear me talking about it hurting again. But yeah, that was what it was.
This is called even though my dad bought me a tripod thing, I still like to prop my phone up on bullshit. Hi. I just got home from the piercer. And it hurts a shit ton, but I'm gonna clean my nose now in front of you guys instead of taking out my piercing and fucking it all up like I did the first time. So I got my little salty water right here, and I'm gonna clean my nose. I already cleaned a little bit of it, but then I was like, oh wait, maybe I should like record this so that it's not just me talking throughout the whole thing and you see me doing something in the actual real life time thing. I'm back with the mirror. Thank you, Elf. We're just gonna get right into it. This is what my nose looks like. There's some blood right there, but I don't think you can actually see it, so I'm just gonna clean the bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Fuck the bitch. Something, something, something. I don't really know the song. Oh, hi guys. Is this graphic? Am I not supposed to show this on YouTube? I don't know. Why is it so dark in my restroom? I'm cleaning behind my nose first. Or behind the piercing. It kind of hurts, but it's not bad. It hurt a lot more when I was cleaning it without the piercing. I feel so stupid for doing that. Like, I know how piercings work. I knew if I took it out, it was gonna close. But for some reason, I think I was just so high on the adrenaline of getting my nose pierced and having something that I've been wanting forever that I was just like, yeah, I gotta take it out to clean it. And so then I took it out to clean it. Couldn't put it back in. Then I had to go get it re-pierced. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I've got it pierced now, and that's all that matters, bitch. I can't wait in like 20 years time when I'm talking to my aunts, or to my nieces and nephews, and I'm like, guess what your aunt did when she was your age? And they gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, I got a piercing, and guess what? I took it out. And then they're gonna be like, no way. And I'm gonna be like, yeah. Anyways, that's all I had to do to clean my piercing. I had to put A&D ointment on it though. Or, yeah, I had to go put A&D ointment on it, but that's all I do to clean it. I should put alcohol on it, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to do that. Right now it hurts a lot. I literally just walked out mid-conversation and walked back in and finished my sentence without thinking until I did it. You know, it is what it is. Remember when that was popular? Remember when that was funny? That was just a couple months ago. Bro, time is flying by fast. I'm not putting alcohol in my nose because it already fucking hurts. Like right now it hurts. I just have a good, not pain tolerance, but like I can mask it. It can hurt a lot and I'll be like, but then my brain, I'm just screaming. I'm going, ah! And that's it. That's me cleaning my nose. Maybe I should move somewhere where you guys can actually see my skin. That's me. Hi. Look at my nose. Ta-da. nose piercing, nose piercing, nose piercing, nose piercing. Yeah, that's about it. I hope I explained this story well, because I'm not that good at story times. And to be honest, I kind of had to record this thing about 3 times. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know I'm doing something right. And yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.